You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious
about business.
Serious about business.
Business Access TV is here at the Advanced Integrative Systems official launch of the Medical Practice Management System, PAS MD. I'm your host, Amita Prasad Webb. Please stay tuned.
Welcome to the official launch of the Medical Practice Management System by Advanced Integrated Systems. Advanced Integrated Systems Limited has been at the forefront of medical technology for the last 20 years by using their knowledge of the market to provide solutions to consistently improve business processes and user-patient interaction. They attribute this success to their new and innovative tools and products used to enhance the efficiency in administering healthcare in Jamaica, as well as the Latin America and the Caribbean. Founded in 1987 to provide ICT solutions primarily in the financial and insurance industries, AIS is now the largest regional processor of online real-time health claims for the public and private sector. I don't think I need to say much more. Please help me invite CEO of the Advanced Integrated Systems, Mr. Doug Halsall.
Today we are here to witness the official launch of what we refer to as PAS MD. This is for medical practices. Apart from the many efficiencies it will bring to the medical practices, as you will get to appreciate in the 2 or 3 main presentations that we'll do this morning, we can tell you that its success would provide the last link that Jamaica needs in the enviable position of being the country with the access to the largest up-to-date real-time database of health information. This is due to a number of things, but partially to our Caribbean drug codes that we developed over the last 15 years that can uniquely identify every over-the-counter and prescription drug. Our completion of the implementation of digitization at UHWI, which will take place this year. This will cover the University Hospital as well as Thwaites Wing. PAS MD, which we are releasing today, will provide the only other missing link in input of patient contact. With the permission of doctors, non-confidential data can be up-to-date data, can be used by the Minister and Ministry of Health as an online database to provide the sort of guidance and information necessary for taking proactive decisions. So, ladies and gentlemen, we see today as more being the completion of an objective to have a country with the most up-to-date online database. Over the last 25 years, we have learned a lot in our journey in the insurance and health systems business. 25 years ago, Blue Cross of Jamaica called in AIS to, you would not believe, transfer them from punch cards to an in-house interactive system. This they did after realizing that none of the Blue Cross Blue Shield franchises had a system that fit. And that is because health insurance in Jamaica is not run similar to the United States. There are many, many differences. and many caused by the HIPAA Act in the United States. Therefore, North America provided no answer. So we took the next step. We were lucky. We found a young company who had developed a system for Aetna that processed 500,000 claims a day, but this was a pharmacy system. And our job, our task, was to convince this company to work with us to integrate medical, dental, optical, and hospital claims.
Today, you're officially launching your PAS MD. Talk to us about that.
Right. Okay. Over the years, having to visit these various countries with PAS, insurance claims adjudication system, we learned about the paucity of information in hospital systems, medical, doctors, etc., and pharmacies. And so we embarked on a journey to find what we regard as the best such system in the world. We did an expansive research and ended up in India. And so you probably met my partner from Savannah, Surich, today. He has over 200 hospitals computerized. And in Hyderabad, which is perhaps one of the capitals for high tech in the world, that is no mean task. Yes, he had full recommendation by all the customers and had hospitals from 50 beds to 3,000 beds paperless. So which has been our partners for the last 4 or 5 years. And we have started to, and will complete this year, the computerization of the University Hospital and 22 wing. That will be as modern a system as any in the United States. Yes, and we hope to move to from strength to strength with that.
One day I got a call from one particular company. One employee, he called me and he was asking me about the company product details, etc. We just gave something like a normal call. It happened to be later, it turned out to be a big initiative, and we got a better support from Jamaica. And during our 18 years of our career, AIS is our first partner and the first overseas company. We started our operations here. Today, after 18 years, we have operations in 5 different countries other than India. We implemented 300 plus hospitals and 500 plus diagnostic centers today. And thank you for the support of this initiative. Though we had 200 more employees, we are only 1 employee in our marketing. We believe on the product sells product. Customer gets us clients gets us clients. That's how we started, and we were growing today, and we are continuously developing. And with this AIS support, not only we generate some revenues to India soon, we are going to get some revenues to Jamaica soon. After our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he started a digital initiative. We started, why only we sell PAS MD, or why only we sell HIMS of Suvarna in Jamaica? Why can't we take a Jamaica product to India? We started taking PAS and discussing with the government today and many insurance companies. So soon, sir, we will get you some more business to Jamaica as well, Jamaican product. And as soon as couple of other clients and hospitals we get over in Jamaica or maybe in Caribbean islands, we will set up our development center here itself. So we can be able to give you a few more jobs for Jamaicans, and maybe we can bring many more Indians over here.
Talk to us about your partnership with AIS.
Yeah, AIS in 2011 we started. We came here to Jamaica on a particular call. So we demonstrated our products. Before to that, they evaluated almost 10 different products. And finally, they filtered out of 10, 2 only they filtered out of 2 we selected. That was it started. It's almost this June, 6 years completed. So during this partnership, localization has been done. I mean, localization means for the local requirements, etc. We customized. We started pouring it. Now our product is being used in 50 different pharmacies.
Talk to us about consumer feedback. What's the feedback like from doctors and patients?
Doctors, we had many products in this area. Right from last 18 years, we have different versions. But the latest version, doctor is very convenient. And even the patient is very easy to access now. And it's user-friendly, and they don't need to do much activity to complete the digital record. It's very simple.
7 years ago, Guardian Life started a partnership with AIS with our online real-time claims adjudication system. I recall the early months of calling Shaker at all hours of the day, the nights, weekends, and he answers ready to assist most of the times. When he doesn't answer, he returns the call or he sends a mail, even if he's overseas. AIS has been called to several meetings and teleconferences at very short notice with us at Guardian, and they show up. And when I say they show up, Doug Halsall shows up. Yes, he does. They show up with an interest in our concerns and ideas and provides guidance, support, and responses in a timely manner. And I should also extend appreciation to the team members, Jomo, McNeil, and Shrinu. The immediacy of their response is impressive to say the least. Analyzing, making diagnoses, applying the prescribed treatment for a fix, and then all is right in the world of health insurance. Guardian Life truly treasures this relationship that we have with AIS, and we wish the AIS team continued success in this and their future ventures. And in true Eric Hossin style, I'll end with God's richest blessings on us all. Thank you.
When you start to get frantic phone calls within a few minutes, if not seconds, of the swipe system being down, that tells you just how critical this service has become to the health insurance customers in Jamaica. Thankfully, this hasn't happened very often in the 12 years since we've been working with AIS, and usually the fault was a telecommunication problem. In 2004, Life of Jamaica, now Sagicor Life, of course, was looking for a solution that would help us to process health insurance claims more efficiently. And we investigated alternatives to AIS and their provider access system, or PAS system, but ended going back to them as the best long-term option. In the years since then, PAS has enabled us to increase the number of electronic claims as a percentage of all our claims by about 15%. This in turn facilitates the automatic reprocessing of these claims by our back office system and helps us to control expenses. We put the PAS system to the test, especially the test of scalability, when we acquired the portfolio of Blue Cross of Jamaica, because it resulted in us more than doubling the number of claims submitted through this system that came from the same source. And of course, the PAS system passed the test with flying colors. Change is one of the few constants in life, and as the health insurance market and the products sold have evolved over time, so too has our use of the PAS system and the data that it makes available to us. Claims auditing used to take somewhat of a backseat in the early days. But more recently, the team at AIS has helped us to develop exception reports, which we now use as one of the many inputs into our audit program. Of course, it's hard to separate a system from the people who provide support for that system. And I'd like to acknowledge the team from AIS for the level of service provided. Please help me acknowledge them.
AIS started with health insurance. Then going forward, we started with all the other technologies in the health side. As you know, our tagline is we putting the pieces together, which is we started with the insurance, then we started with all the health applications, with including the PASMD for the medical practice management system for the doctors. And we have a HIMS, which is hospital information system for all the hospitals. And RMS, which is the radiology management system for the radiologists. LIMS, which is for the lab information system. And the PAS-PIMS, which is a pharmacy information management system. We are trying to bring all the pieces together and make it as one application for all the stakeholders, and you can get all the data wherever you are. As today, we have end-to-end solutions on the healthcare. As you have seen before, like we are adding the extra solutions on day-to-day basis as well. Like you just seen, like there's another DynoSense, which is the device. You can get the data from the device and straight into the EMR, electronic medical record, and doctor can able to access and also treat patient in a faster manner. Why we are saying like we are unique? One of the thing is when we started insurance, we need to start the coding of the drugs, which is we started with the Caribbean drug coding. Now today we have over 9,000 drugs which we coded as OTC and the prescription items. And an average of every month we are almost receiving like a 20 to 25 drugs on a monthly basis, which is we are coding the drugs and supplying to all the pharmacies and also the insurance companies for them to process. And also we are creating all the eligible prescribers from the MCJ, and we maintain the prescribers list as based on the effective and the termination dates. So which is useful for the insurance companies as well as the pharmacies for the proper dispensing.
Very often, we tend to make qualitative distinctions between the public and the private sector, almost as if it's okay for the public sector to have less than optimal service standards and quality, private sector differently because it's driven by different standards. I don't share that view. I believe that we are in this business, meaning in the public sector, to serve people. They are our clients, they are our customers, and we have an obligation to serve them and to serve them well. In that regard, embracing technology for the future is absolutely critical. Moving away from the old, outdated systems, in this instance, paper-based systems, to embracing the modern approach to doing things is going to be important for us if we are to transition and benchmark against any private sector entity in serving the clients that we serve, who are the people of Jamaica. So I'm here because I am embracing, endorsing, and supporting this official launch of the medical practice management system because based on what we have seen, it is modern technology being used in a way to serve people and to serve people better. And in this instance, to serve the medical fraternity and from a public health standpoint, to serve our patients once we can put that system in place. We have a particular challenge in public health, and it's always a challenge of resources. But it's not just a challenge of resources. Oftentimes we overlook it. It's also a challenge of how we utilize the resources that we have, which is to efficiently apply those resources, to engage the best systems, the best people, to combine those to get the most efficient application and use of the resources that we have. In layman's term, to get the best bang for our buck. And that's there's a constant search so to do, or certainly should be. And that is why we are embracing new approaches as we seek to improve the efficiency in the administration of public health?
I think you leave today with the understanding that the PASMD is not just a medical package, but an integral part of the medical ecosystem. An ecosystem with multiple parts that feed into one and tell a story about the individual. It's going to be a very important tool for not only the doctors but the patients. When a doctor can have records, your lab records or your other vitals fed to their cell phone and can call you if there's any sort of anomaly and know that information right off the bat instead of waiting for tests to come in and for the nurse to file them and to carry them to the doctor when the doctor is eventually in. Features like this, like patient alerts, the smart online appointments, the hospital express check-in, patient alerts, doctor alerts, and the ability for you to not only research a doctor in a particular field, but to make an appointment with that doctor yourself without even having to call them, all speak to the efficiencies of the system. The minister spoke about time and cost efficiencies. Shaker mentioned to me that the pharmacists up at UWI, as you know, we are computerizing the University Hospital of the West Indies. The pharmacists, once the system went live, were shocked that they had no waiting lines. And it's usually a party up there with lots of people waiting for their prescriptions. And they came in, they're like, but wait, there are no lines. Where are all the people? They'd been served, and they went home, which is Mr. Halsa, like the minister, is very passionate about health insurance in Jamaica. And I think he's dedicated to providing this sort of system, this sort of efficiencies that go towards the health of Jamaican population. Here at AIS, we share his passion, and it's very seldom that you also find partners, technology partners that share that passion. And we've been fortunate to find Suresh and his team, as well as the DynaSense team. Now, let me tell you something about this product. I am one of the guinea pigs. I've been testing the DynaSense product, not only the Dyna 50, which we were shown earlier, but the scale. And although these systems, some of the technology, some of the vitals that they tell you are not unique. You can find BMI, BMR, weight, heart rate, and that sort of thing from other devices, and we're testing them against other devices. But it comes in a unique package. It's 2 devices. It gives you all of your vitals. Far more vitals than any other device can give you, or a set of devices. I'm testing another set of products, and I have 6 devices that I test that provide half the data as the Dyna 50 and the Dyna scale. It goes a lot to say for the sort of information that you can get from these things.
Your presentation today was on the features and technical capabilities of PASMD. Talk to us about that.
Okay, the PASMD is for the medical practice management system, which is all the private practitioners, all the small offices and the clinics can be used. And this is a central electronic medical record for all the doctor's offices. And it's an end-to-end solution, which is appointments to EMR and to the medical e-prescriptions, electronic recreations, everything is in one place.
So what does that mean practically for the health industry here?
Okay, so mainly like it's totally a paperless.
Okay.
It's a paperless system for the doctor's offices. So today when you go into any doctor's offices, you have to wait a longer time and you have to wait for your medical records, and they are trying to find in their cabins all these paperworks. We are trying to eliminate that one and to be a digitized entire records. And in addition to that, you can able to access your patient record. The doctor can able to access anywhere, wherever he is. And if he have a multiple practices, all his other practices patients, he can able to view from here. So this is, what do you call it, like one solution for the system, for the electronic medical records.
So is it a case where, let's say I decide to go to another doctor would it be a case where the other doctor can pull up my records?
Depends on how this doctor is giving you the permission, because once you go into this particular practice, this doctor usually, he can, if you want to go for the second opinion, he can able to transfer all your records to other doctor. So based on the permission provided by this doctor, but system is capable of doing all of that, but waiting for the permissions. Based on how the permissions is, you can able to access it.
For the everyday person, because you're speaking more from the doctor's office or the doctor's point of view, for the everyday person, how does it make my life easier?
Okay, the system also comes with a patient portal, which is a smart app. Okay. So, for example, you have appointment. The smart app will give you an alert message when is your appointment is. And in addition to that, you can able to see all your alerts coming from the doctor can be visible from your phone. And everything is handy. And second thing is, system also come with all these calculators, which is health calculators. It will give you a proper guidance of how is your health, how you're treating yourself. And basically, system provide you tools to make your good health. So that's how it is.
And that's it for us here at the AIS PASS MD official launch. I've been your host, Amita Prasad Webb, and you're watching Business Access TV, serious about business.